So good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever works for you. The sequence today is a little bit of everything. I'm definitely going to incorporate a flow, but we're going to focus a little bit on some power moves too. Always knows there's modifications. So I'm here to guide and lead. If that's not working for you, child's pose. Always child's pose. Or if I'm in a high plank, invite your knees to come down to the floor. Nothing wrong with that. What I want you to really concentrate on is yoga should not hurt the body. It should always help release. It should be a great stretch, but never hurt. So if something's hurting, dial it back. Check your ego at the door. Keep your eyes on your own prize. So with that, join me in a comfortable seated position, finding your sit bones connected, sitting up nice and tall, top of the head up towards the sky. So the whole lower part of your body really start allowing to release. So we try not to hold any of the muscles in the bottom part of the body. Still wanting to find the bones in our hips connected with the earth. Allow the lower half of your body to sink and release. Draw those shoulders over the hips. So as you draw your shoulders, shoulder blades a little bit closer together, and then draw the chin towards the chest. Notice how that lengthens the spine. So we are rooting to rise, something you'll hear in yoga quite a bit. And then just soften the skin of the face, release the jaw, keeping the lips closed, bring separation between the top and bottom teeth. Maybe even try to release the tongue from the top of the mouth. So finding that good alignment, but also an ease in the body. So it shouldn't feel like Tin Man. It should feel like you are lifted and released, but you can still draw that breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Invite the eyes to close or to be still, looking right in front of where you are seated. Maybe the palms of the hands are released towards the sky, back of the hands to the knees. Or maybe you feel like you need to really ground down this morning. If you feel like you need some grounding, place the tips of the fingers on the floor, or even just placing the palms of the hands on the knees. Decide what you need. Honor what you need today. Start drawing your focus towards the breath, noticing without changing. Feeling the cool air come in through the nose. Maybe the air feels soft on your skin. Releasing any of the to-dos that await you after your practice. Whether you're here for a couple of minutes or for the whole hour, let this be about you. Draw in that beautiful energy. Release the beautiful energy. Do this for yourself. You're also doing this for all the people you serve today. Taking deep breaths in through the nose. Fill the stomach. Expand those ribs. Keep the shoulders released away from the ears. So on that inhale, try not to bring the shoulders with the inhale. Release the shoulders down. Long, slow exhales. Some of us are really just getting up for the day. So as you exhale, draw that belly button all the way into the backbone. That releases any stale air left over from the night before and really gets that prana or energy moving throughout the whole body. So deep inhale through the nose. Fill the stomach, expand the ribs, sip into the chest. Maybe even hold at the top. And then only release the breath when your body says that it must. See how slow you can go. Holding at the bottom also. Taking your time, not rushing this. Even though we'll get into the flow and really follow the breath, inhales and exhales with our movements, let this centering stage be slow and intentional. One more deep breath in through the nose. On the exhale, release the breath, maybe even through the mouth. Draw the belly button in towards the backbone release to a natural breath. Scanning the body, noticing if you're holding any tension, noticing what feels good today. Praise that up. And the parts that might feel uncomfortable or stressed, as we're moving through our practice, exhale, thinking of those places, releasing those areas that are causing tension. So on the next exhale, draw the chin down towards the chest. And you know the drill. Slow movements. As the chin is released to the chest, slow movements, drawing that chin up towards the right side and to the left. Noticing where it feels really good to you. So maybe that's releasing the ear to the shoulder. Just slow, follow the breath. Inhale and exhale. Maybe it does feel better to have the chin released to the chest and then just making small semicircles from side to side. If it feels good to you to send the neck all the way around, just making sure you go in both directions. One more deep breath in through the nose, long, slow exhale, return the head back to neutral. Inhale, draw the shoulders all the way up to the ears, slow exhale, release all the way down. Inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, release all the way down. One more time, inhale, release all the way down. Then drawing the arms up parallel with the floor, as if it's hugging a big beach ball. And then on the inhale, open the chest and heart. Draw those shoulder blades together. Exhale, round, release the chin to the chest. Flowing with your breath. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we round. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Release the right hand to the floor. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and over. Keeping the sit bones connected with the earth, but reaching, bending into that right elbow, reaching the arms, the fingertips away from the body, and then inviting some slow circles. So circling the left hand down towards the floor, sweeping it up. One more time. And then hold the stretch. Just opening up, warming up the shoulders, since we're doing planks today. Slowly on the next exhale, we rise and then release to the other side. Feeling that beautiful side stretch. Jaw stays soft. Continue with the inhales and exhales. Circle the right arm. Maybe brushing the floor, slowly bringing it up and over. One more time, and then we hold. And then release. Bring both fingertips to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over, palms pressed together. Exhale to heart center, thumbs to the heart. And then releasing the wrists down, warming up those wrists. Maybe reverse prayer. Again, releasing down, knowing where your comfort lies. And then back to prayer pose. And then maybe send the fingertips away from the body. And then opposite direction. Bring the fingertips in towards the body. So the elbows naturally release away. And then holding hands with yourself and just rounding, sending the wrists in circles, both directions. And release. Drawing the knees underneath the body. Bring the knees out to the wide edge of the mat. Big toes meet behind. Release the hips to the heels and then stretch the arms out in front. Release the forehead down towards the ground for extended child's pose. Deep inhales and exhales. Soften the jaw on the exhale. One more breath. On the exhale, keeping the hands planted where they are, draw the knees back together, and then slowly release. We're keeping shoulders over the wrists, so you might have to step the knees back just a little bit. Coming into cobra, then slowly releasing the hips back on the exhale. Coming into a modified child's pose. Head is released towards the floor. Inhale, we come through into our cobra. Exhale, we release into modified child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Release the forehead towards the earth. And then sweep the arms behind the body, maybe placing the top of the hand on the small of the back, one hand on top of the other. Softening the shoulders away from the body. One more deep breath into the nose. Long, slow exhale. Release, round the spine, release the chin to the chest. Coming into hero's pose. Holding hands with yourself, sending the fists towards the earth, looking up towards the sky. Continuing to release those shoulders, open the chest and heart. Soften the jaw. One more breath. And then release. Coming up on tiptoes. So the knees are still released to the mat. If you have limitations in your knees, you can always double up the mat here, or grab a blanket or a pillow to place underneath your knees. So sitting the hips back, we're arching the feet, doing a little yoga for our feet. Flip-flops in Florida. Flip-flops probably everywhere. It's been hot everywhere. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over. Exhale, draw the arms down. Coming back to your prayer pose, sending the wrists down, maybe bringing those fingertips away from the body, continuing to warm up the wrists, bringing the fingertips in towards the body. And then releasing to the tops of the feet, coming into our tabletop pose. On the inhale, deep inhale through the nose, exhale, we round into cat, drawing the chin to the chest, tucking the tailbone under. Maybe moving the shoulders, one shoulder, then the other. So drawing that shoulder forward and backwards, really just softening open the shoulder blades. On the next inhale, we scoop the spine, lift the tailbone for cow pose. Maybe moving the hips side to side. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale for cow. One more time. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. And then come to neutral spine. Walking the hands away from the body, but keeping the hips right over the knees. And sometimes this is even hard, like unless I can see myself, it's hard to kind of feel the hips stacked over the knees. So coming into bleeding heart or puppy pose, fingers are spread wide, fingertips pressed into the mat. Releasing the forehead down, releasing the armpits towards the mat. Soften the jaw, continue the breath. Sometimes people prefer this pose over child's pose, so know this is always an option for you. One more breath. On the exhale, walk the hands a little bit closer towards the body, turn the toes under, lift the hips high for downward dog, keeping the knees soft. So keeping the knees bent, slowly start pedaling the feet back and forth. Nice and slow to really start warming up the backs of the legs, feeling that stretch from the glute all the way down to the arch of the foot. Ears in between the arms, always inviting a child's pose if it feels like it's too much today. Deep inhales and exhales. One more deep breath in through the nose, and on the exhale, release down to the knees. Your choice for child's pose. So extended child's pose, modified child's pose, whatever feels good to you today. 2 more deep breaths here. After your second exhale, turn the toes under, coming back up into downward dog. Take 1 breath here, and then look between the hands, step the left foot forward, right to meet. Forward fold, bending the knees generously, maybe stepping the feet apart, drawing the top of the head towards the earth. Taking 5 deep breaths here, soften the jaw, feel the whole head and neck release. So maybe even nod yes and shake the head no. You can hold on to opposite elbows or hug behind the knees, bending the knees as much as it feels good. One more breath. On the exhale, release the fingertips towards the floor, slowly roll the body all the way up. Really taking your time, allowing the shoulders and shoulder blades to open, letting the head and the neck be the last things to rise. Taking just a couple of breaths in mountain pose. So really gripping the floor with your toes, strengthening the legs, strengthening glutes, core, rounding the shoulders up, back, and down. Engage the arms. 2 more breaths. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over, palms pressed together. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Planting the hands, step right leg back, left to meet, high plank. We're just starting out, so invite the low plank, releasing to the knees. Making sure as you're pressing into the heels, wrists are right underneath the shoulders. Take 1 more breath here. And then release down to the knees, slowly bending the elbows all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come back to tabletop. So really stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Bottoms or tops of the feet connected with the earth. Nice long spine, eyes are towards the mat. Engage the core. On the next inhale, lifting just the knees. So this can be a pulse. You can flow, inhale and exhale by lowering the knees or holding for 4 more breaths. After the 4th exhale, release the knees into child's pose. Take 3 deep, long breaths here. Your choice on child's pose. Extended, modified, whatever feels good. After your 3rd exhale, coming through tabletop, turn the toes under, sending the hips high for downward dog. Look between the hands, step the left foot forward, right to meet, forward fold. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up and over, palms pressed together. Maybe draw those fingertips behind the body to arch, and then exhale to heart center. Inhale, press the palms up towards the sky, upward salute. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Palms planted, stepping right leg back, left to meet, high plank. Pressing into the heels, stacking shoulders over the wrists. Eyes are towards the mat. Continue the deep inhales and exhales. Inviting low plank. And then slowly release to the knees if you aren't there already. Bending the knees, keeping the elbows tight in towards the body. Inhale, sweeping up to cobra. Take 2 more deep breaths in cobra. And then exhale to tabletop. So as we start to approach the side planks, I'll just show you as you're in tabletop. For side planks, we'll step into plank and then twist the body, keeping the hips high, reaching the arms up. From low plank, we'll just be stepping the right knee in, opening the hips, keeping the right knee connected with the earth. So your choice. So from tabletop, stepping back, right leg, left to meet, stacking shoulders, pressing into the heels. Take one breath in high plank, and then exhale, open to the left-hand side. Stacking the feet, reaching the left arm up towards the sky. Deep inhales and exhales, and then slowly release back to plank. Release to the knees, child's pose for 3 deep breaths. Nice and long, really allow the body to release. After your third exhale, turn the toes under, send the hips high, downward dog. Look between the hands, step left foot forward, right to meet, forward fold. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up and over, palms pressed together, bringing the fingertips behind the body, and then exhale to release to heart center. Taking 3 breaths in mountain pose. Engage the body, root to rise. So feel those feet connected with the earth. Shoulders release, jaw is soft. Crown of the head release towards the sky. One more breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Bending the knees generously, plant the palms. Step right leg back, left to meet. Setting up for the other side. So taking a breath in high plank or low plank, and then slowly opening to the right hand side. Releasing the right arm towards the sky. Hips are lifted. Soften that jaw, make sure that you're breathing. One more breath. Exhale, release to high plank. Release to the knees, child's pose. After the third breath, coming forward, releasing to forearms, palms pressed together, stacking the shoulders over the elbows. So palms pressed together, see how it feels to change this by pressing the palms together. Just feel the palms connected and then feel how it changes when you press the palms together. Turn the toes under, lift the hips high, walk the toes in, release, soften that neck and head. So no tension in the neck and head, try and keep it still. Coming into dolphin pose. And then you can step the feet back, coming into forearm plank. Try and keep the shoulders over the elbows. Nice long spine. Core stays engaged. I don't think I've said that, but by now, hopefully we know core stays engaged. Walk the feet up, in towards a little bit. Hips are lifted high. One more breath. And then release. Knees out to the wide edge of the mat. Press the hips back, toes to meet. Take 3 deep breaths in extended child's pose. One more breath. On the exhale, draw the body through tabletop, turn the toes under, downward dog, ears between the arms, tailbone lifted high. Step left foot between the hands, right to meet, forward fold. Release those shoulders, soften the jaw. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up and over, palms pressed together. Exhale to heart center. Thumbs to the heart, reminding us we are all connected. We're all in this together. Soften, breathe. One more breath in mountain pose. And then step right leg over left, reaching down, stretching the back of the legs. Maybe the nose towards the knee. If this is too intense, all 10 toes are pointed towards the short edge of the mat. If this feels too intense, You can always stop halfway, nice long spine. On the next exhale, roll the spine all the way up, and then step right leg back. So all 10 toes pointed towards the short edge of the mat. Coming into pyramid pose, inhale, lengthen. Top of the head release towards the sky. Exhale, hinging at the hips, stopping halfway. And then releasing fingertips to the earth, maybe the nose to the knee. On the next exhale, round the spine, coming all the way up. Stepping into mountain pose. Sweep the arms up and over, palms pressed together, maybe arching the spine. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Step right leg back, left to knee, high plank. Slowly lower down. So either chaturanga, so kind of sending your body forward, lowering. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take 2 more breaths in down dog. Here we are, I don't know how many months into our global pandemic, but here we are again, feeling like possibly the down dog is a resting pose. How we grow and change our perspective. On the next exhale, step left foot forward, right to meet, forward fold. On the next inhale, sweeping the arms up and over, palms pressed together, reaching behind. Exhale to heart center, stepping left foot over the right. Intense, we call this like intense runner's stretch. I happen to have a runner, so I try to encourage. Hopefully she'll be 47 someday and like, oh, my body doesn't hurt because I did so much yoga when I was a kid. Deep inhales and exhales. On the next exhale, round the body all the way up, and then step left foot back. All 10 toes pointed towards the short edge of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Stopping halfway, release those shoulders, soften the jaw, engage the core. Then release the fingertips towards the earth for pyramid. Maybe the nose comes towards the knee. Deep inhales and exhales. On the next exhale, roll the spine all the way up. Stepping into mountain pose. Take 3 breaths here, engage the whole body. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up and over, palms pressed together, reach behind, exhale, swan dive. Palms are planted, stepping right leg back, left to meet, high plank. If you want to release to the knees, and slowly lower. Otherwise, send the body forward, bending at the elbows, stopping halfway. Inhale, sweep up to up dog. Exhale, release the knees out to the long edge of the mat. Release the hips to the heels. Release the arms out in front for extended child's pose. 5 deep breaths here. After your 5th exhale, drawing the body through tabletop, and then releasing the hips. Coming into cobra. Try not to crane that neck. Core stays engaged. And then slowly bending the elbows, lowering all the way, forehead to the mat. Deep breaths. Keeping the elbows tucked in. Palms are right next to the chest. Inhale, we rise to cobra. You can stop at baby cobra or press all the way up into full cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, We lift, shoulders release, jaw is soft. Continue that breath. Exhale. 3 more times on your own. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we lower. And then lower everything down, one hand on top of the other, forehead release to the top of the hand. Bending the knees, windshield wipering slowly back and forth. And then release the left leg down towards the earth. Keeping the right knee bent. Sweep that right arm behind, maybe drawing the right heel in towards the hips just a little bit more. Press the top of the foot into the hand. Notice how that changes the stretch. Forehead can be released or lifted, just no craning in the neck. And then slowly release the right leg down, switching sides. So bending the left knee, reaching behind, press the top of the foot into the hand, releasing that shoulder away from the ear. Deep inhales and exhales. And then release everything down. Bring the feet together and press the insides of the feet together. Well, the sides of the feet together, not the insides. I mean, that would be a good stretch probably. Awkward, but. All right, sides of the feet kind of glued together. Inhale, lift. Reaching those toes away from the body, strengthening the glutes, strengthening the legs. Deep inhales and exhales. Maybe just the feet are lifted, maybe the shins, maybe the knees. And then exhale, we lower and soften. Deep inhales and exhales. On the next exhale, release the forehead all the way to the mat. Sweep the arms to the sides. Maybe we keep the arms next to the sides, or maybe clasping hands behind the body. On the inhale, press the sides of the feet together. Inhale, we lift. Send those wrists towards the heels, opening the chest and the shoulder. Eyes are right at the front of the mat. Jaw is soft to continue the flow of the breath. Pressing the sides of the feet together. Engage the core, the glutes, the legs, everything. Everything but the jaw. One more breath. And then release everything down. One hand on top of the other, forehead released. Bending the knees, slowly windshield wipering back and forth. Using the strength of your arms, bring your hands next to the chest and press the earth away from the body. Your choice on child's pose. After we do back bends, I always like doing kind of a traditional child's pose because it feels so good on my lower spine to counteract the bend that we just did. 3 more deep breaths in through the nose, long, slow exhales. And then slowly roll the spine all the way up. So either draw those toes towards the mat, sitting the hips back, knees connected, or coming all the way up in more of a squat. So we're not sinking. I mean, my heels are releasing towards the earth, finding the alignment. So ears, shoulders, shoulders, hips, core stays engaged. So your choice. This one's called fire toes. More yoga for your feet. Listen to your body. Soften that jaw, continue the breath, engage the core. One more breath. And then slowly release the fingertips in front and come to a seated position. Release those legs out in front. Find your sit bones. point the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over, engage the core. Hinging at the hips, reaching the fingertips away from the body. Knowing the modification, you can bend the knees and really hug your arms underneath. You can bend the knees as much as it feels good to you. Or keep the legs straight and reach those fingertips towards the feet. Nice long spine. Soften the shoulders, soften the jaw. On the next exhale, release the chin to the chest, roll all the way up. Fingertips released kind of behind the body, pointed towards the hips, and then bending the knees. Draw the feet out towards the long edge of the mat and slowly windshield wiper. So not even following the breath here, just releasing the knees off to the left-hand side. Adjusting the feet so that that stretch feels really good. Shoulders are released, jaw is soft here, and then switching sides. One more time on each side. So not sinking in here. Really release those shoulders. One last time to the right. And then release. Coming about halfway to your mat. Knees are up. It's a boat pose day. So many modifications for boat to still feel like we're getting a great engagement in the core. This is a great strengthening pose. Hopefully it's a great confidence pose. So again, just a quick review. Toes can be connected, arms released, palms facing up. You can also release the hands behind, fingertips pointed towards the hips, and raise the legs up. If your hands are released, you can send the legs all the way, bending into the elbows. So traditional boat pose, legs are extended. I'm not quite there yet, so I usually go about halfway. So floating the arms next, palms facing up, floating the legs parallel. Nice long spine, core is engaged. Continue the breath. If you need to flow here with the breath, by lowering and lifting the toes, we've done a lot of really good strength work today. Listen to your body. Deep inhales and exhales. And then slowly release into a cross-legged position. Maybe right hand to left knee, lengthen the spine, exhale, twist, look out over the left shoulder, soften the jaw. One more breath. And then release, sending left hand to right knee, inhale, lengthen, exhale, release. And then coming back to boat pose. We're not done yet. So floating those legs back up or finding your modification. Either staying right here for the flow, or open the arms wide, send the legs out, core is engaged, spine is long. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back up. Continue the breath, that jaw stays soft. One more time, lengthen, hold, and then release all the way down. Soften the whole body. Bending the knees, bottoms of the feet, pressed into the earth. Cross right ankle over the left. Draw that left leg in for a figure four or a reclined pigeon, using the leverage of the right elbow to the inside of the right leg. That opens the hip up just a little bit more. To deepen the stretch, you can lengthen the left leg, flex the left foot. Maybe even gently rocking side to side, just no movement in the neck or the head. And then crossing right leg over The left, draw both knees in towards the body, feeling that beautiful hip stretch. And then slowly switching sides. So right foot is planted, left foot, left ankle over our right knee, draw the right knee in towards the body. Lengthen the right leg, flex the right foot, maybe rocking side to side. And then left leg crossed over the right, draw both knees in. And then plant both feet on the floor. Slide those shoulders away from the ears. Draw the heels in towards the hips as far as it feels comfortable. All four corners of the feet planted into the earth. Release the arms down, palms to the mat. Inhale, peel the hips up into our bridge pose. Maybe slide those shoulders under the body. The weight of the body is in the bottoms of the feet and in the shoulders. No tension or pressure in the head or the neck. Maybe holding hands with yourself underneath. On each inhale, try to lift the hips just a little bit more. No tension on the knees. One more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, raise up on the toes, and then release the hands. Slowly roll one vertebrae at a time all the way down. Draw the knees in towards the body. Give yourself a hug, maybe a kind word. This has been a good, powerful session. Let it feel good. Let yourself be proud of yourself. Be proud of your effort. Be proud of showing up for yourself. I swear that's how we're surviving. We have to give ourselves a pep talk. Bottoms of the feet together in inverted butterfly, using the leverage of those elbows. Press the feet together. Notice how that changes the stretch. So just starting with the bottoms of the feet touching and then pressing the bottoms of the feet together, noticing the stretch is different. Extend left leg long, right knee drawn in towards the chest, knee towards the right. And then just slowly, hips are connected, not a spinal twist yet. Draw that knee towards the left-hand side. And then open the arms up into a T. Draw that right knee all the way over to the left-hand side. Eyes are released towards the right. To deepen this spinal twist, bring your left hand on top of the right thigh. Gentle pressure. Right shoulder released towards the earth. On the next exhale, slowly coming back to center. Releasing the right leg, draw the left knee in. So left knee in towards the chest, and then draw that left knee to the left-hand side. Right leg stays engaged. Slowly draw the knee to the right-hand side. Hips are connected, shoulders are connected. Open the arms up into a T. Release the left knee to the right-hand side, looking up over the left. Placing that right hand on top of the thigh to deepen the stretch. Deep inhales and exhales. One more deep breath in through the nose. On the exhale, slowly coming back to center. Draw both knees in towards the chest. And then taking your peace fingers, wrapping them around the big toes, releasing the knees towards the armpits for happy baby. Maybe rocking side to side. Release the knees, Soften those shoulders and hips towards the earth. Maybe flex the feet. So if holding on to the big toes is not available to you, you can always hold on to the insides or the bottoms of the thighs, wherever it feels good. Once again, coming into your reclined butterfly, bottoms of the feet press together. 2 more deep breaths here. And then release bottoms of the feet up towards the sky, engage the core, flex the feet. Bring the fingertips underneath the hips. And then slowly, with a long spine, shoulders release, core engaged, slowly release the heels all the way down. Continue that breath. As the heels start to connect with the earth, release the fingertips. And either prepare for Shavasana or invite any last poses that would feel good in your body. So maybe you want another inversion. Maybe another happy baby. Maybe just rolling the spine side to side. Notice what might feel good in the body. Maybe taking a moment and connect one hand to the stomach, one to the heart. Take 3 breaths. After the 3rd exhale, releasing the legs, releasing the pose, arms next to the body, palms facing up. Let the feet naturally release open. Maybe draw the chin slightly towards the chest to open up the very top of the spine. Soften the shoulders away from the body. Feel the vibration or the energy in the body in the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Release any tension from the tops of the feet. Soften each toe one at a time. Release any tension from the lower legs and the knees. Soften the upper legs, release the hips. Soften the lower spine, release any tension from the stomach. Soften the upper spine. Release the shoulders towards the earth, opening up the chest and the heart, softening. Release the upper arms, soften the elbows, the lower arms. Release any tension from the tops of the hands. Soften each finger one at a time. Release any tension from the neck, soften the jaw. Release the cheeks, the nose, the ears. Release any tension from the eyes and the forehead. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. On the exhale, closing the eyes, releasing any tension all the way through to the bottoms of the feet. For just a few moments, I'll let you rest, and then you'll hear my voice again. as you start to hear the sound of my voice, start bringing awareness back to your space. Noticing the stillness of your body and your breath, the stillness of your mind. Hopefully a softening and stillness in your spirit. Inviting small movement into your fingers and toes. Maybe taking a stretch overhead and slowly rolling to one side. Maybe drawing the knees in towards your chest, keeping the eyes closed. Giving gratitude for that stillness. Gratitude that you allowed your mind and body to achieve that. Even if the mind wandered a little bit. Gratitude for everything the physical body provides for you. Gratitude for everything our mind is capable of. Know that you are beautifully and perfectly made just the way that you are, exactly the way that you are. I will remind you of that every time. I invite you to always show up authentically and vulnerably, bravely. Step into that power that is already yours. As you feel ready, slowly join me in a seated position as we close out our practice today. Bringing the fingertips to the earth, drawing the top of the head up towards the sky. Taking just a breath or two to ground and recenter. Feeling the softness. On the next inhale, open the palms up towards the sky. Inhale, collect all this beautiful energy in between your hands. Exhale, both hands to heart center, thumbs to the heart to remind us we are all connected by no mistake. I'm grateful for you, so grateful for you. So may you be safe, may you be well, may you be at ease, and may you know peace. Knowing that oftentimes that peace doesn't just happen, we choose it. So whatever chaos is swirling around you today, get still and breathe. Get still so that you can respond and not just react. Own that peace. It's yours. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.